like a story. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
Yeah, we Lunatik Raider.
Always on the run.
From the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right.
Love to
With a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your orb in that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore.
let the Raiders roll.
Yeah,
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told.
yeah.
We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
The Lunatik Raider Show.
Always on the road.
Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
The Raider Show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps.
Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told.
Yeah.
We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
The Lunatik Raider Show.
Always on the road.
The city like splash me, right the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. But the scoop make it fast. To facts tag, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah.
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
Yeah, we Lunatik Raider.
Always on the run.
From the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right.
Love to
With a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your orb in that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore.
let the Raiders roll.
Yeah,
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told.
yeah.
We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
The Lunatik Raider Show.
Always on the road.
Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
The Raider Show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps.
Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told.
Yeah.
We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
The Lunatik Raider Show.
Always on the road.
The city like splash me, right the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. But the scoop make it fast. To facts tag, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah.
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
Yeah, we Lunatik Raider.
Always on the run.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
Tell me my money, nigga. What was that baby Brady garbage you was talking, boy? Hey, have my lighter ready, cause we smoking that Pat McCormick all night. Cue up they theme song. Kansas City Chiefs are some hoes. Y'all some hoes. Bitch. This is a great night to have Patrick's favorite meal, fried chicken.
What it is, Raider Nation. What a day, what a day, what a Super Bowl. Oh my God. Hey y'all. See what happens when the refs leave their hands off it? They tried that sneaky shit though. They tried at the beginning of the game to call them old bullshit calls, but they knew the world was watching. They knew the world was watching. And all of a sudden, oh my, have the tables have turned. Kansas City ain't shit. And they got exposed. They got their ass whooped, and Saquon Barkley didn't even bust nothing on their ass. Ooh, pause on that one. Bust nothing on their ass. Rewind, never mind, scratch that. No Diddy, no Drake. Saquon didn't even get off, but they murked these fools. It was not as close. Well, it wasn't even close with the final score. But yeah, those little funky ass points that Kansas City scored, those was dignity points. Those was dignity points. They had to have some kind of pride, some kind of dignity. You know what I mean? You got flat back. You got an invasion of the flat booty bitches sitting up in the luxury suites, watching her hubby get her motherfucker, or not even her hubby, you know, they ain't married. Her dude get his motherfucking shit pushed in. Ain't nothing like a woman having to watch her man get his shit pushed in. That's gotta be so humiliating. Just sitting there and just watching him just get socked in the mouth and skeeted on and dragged across the field. And Patrick Mahomes, boy, Patrick, what happened, bruh? See, Philadelphia got the script from us. Let's keep it a buck. If you can just apply pressure with the front four and you could drop your linebackers back, there is no passing lanes. None. Pick sixes, interceptions. Come on, sacking the shit out of Mahomes. Mahomes got sacked so many times, I think he got a Grammy for the best soundtrack for getting nuts to the face. He just getting sacked at bam, bam. He was getting sack after sack. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. We are here to celebrate the demise of a punk ass team. Fuck the Queese. Fuck they barbecue. Fuck they Big Adam's apple ass cheerleaders. Fuck yes. Fuck they flat booty girlfriends. Fuck the fried chicken that they don't know how to cook with no seasoning. Yes, they eat fried chicken with no. How you do that? How you not season your chicken before you fry it? How you not season the flour when you? Oh my God, I ain't even gonna get into cooking because you already know. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the Raiderhood. A beautiful day in the Raiderhood. Patrick Mahomes, you as a whole, so fuck you in your Super Bowl. Fuck them. Let me get out to my real guys, man. We got Ryan Opinion in the building, man. Salute, man. What a day, what a day. Oh man, I ain't been to sleep yet. He lying. I know I'm lying. Let's go, man. We got Raider Paul in the building, and you know what it is, man. When Raider Paul in the chat.
There you go.
Yes, indeed, man. Raiders all day, every day. It's a beautiful day. John Leon in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all active with this, man. Billy Davis, what it is, man. Hey, happy KC beatdown. This is a new holiday on the day after the Super Bowl. Happy Kansas City beatdown Monday. Yes, indeed, man. They got their ass whooped. Where the Kansas City? Pop up in the chat, I dare you. I know y'all see this shit live on Instagram and on YouTube. Kansas City fan, get your bitch ass on the motherfucking chat right now. Talking all that shit. 3P. Motherfucker, you might have had a menage a trois with 3 niggas named Pete. That's the only 3P you gonna have. 3 P's ran up in you. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on, man. We ain't done. We gonna get activated, man. Jolyon said, man, damn, what happens when refs stay out of a game? Hey, that's real shit. When the refs took their hands off of it, it was fair game. Philadelphia beat they ass. Beat they ass like they stole something. Oh my God. And Kendrick beat Drake's ass. Drake was Patrick Mahomes and Kendrick was the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, hey Drake. Hey Mahomes. I heard you like him young. Let's go, man. Robert Penny in the building, man. Salute to y'all. I'm going to get it in for y'all, man. I'm going to get it in. I'm on one. Yes, indeed. Oh, shit. Sacktown Raider Mike in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Brian Rodriguez is in the building. Salute to you. Oh, we got to go down. Oh, Lobby won what it is, man. What it is. They got that ass whooped. They got their ass whooped. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, God. Oh, hold on. I gotta go change my drawers. I think I shitted on myself. I'll be right back after these messages. Hell no. Shitty drawers and all. We on their helmets this morning. Oh, yeah. All you punk ass Kansas City fans. Hey, y'all know what kind of watch they on. Take their shoestrings and their belts and make sure to keep an eye on them in their cell 24/7. Give them a padded room. Let's go, man. Raider Deb in the building, salute. Lawrence E in the building, man, salute. Oh, yeah, we here for it. Smoking up some grape cream cake. Oh, shit, yeah, celebrating that shit. That's right. Yeah, they don't want this business. Oh, I'm about to poke a hole in their ass today, boy. Oh, yeah, we about to poke the hole in their ass. Hold on, let me keep it going. I gotta scroll all the way down. Damn, y'all in here for real. Yeah, boy, they got their ass tapped. Tap that ass, man. Tap that ass. It was like watching a fucking, no, I ain't gonna say watching one. I ain't never seen one. I was gonna say one of them AG porns. they got Captain Rafuka in the building. Man, that motherfucker got smoked. He got smoked. Let's see what he say. The Eagles provide. What he say? Oh, proved you don't need a Super Bowl or superstar QB to beat the Queens. Just beat. Like I said, and that's exactly that's it. If you remember the press conference that Spike Tech and Carroll had, he said the same thing. You don't have a QB with the greatest arm and all that shit. All you got to do is give him everything around him. That's the Philadelphia Eagles, bro. They got the defense, they got the run game, and not to mention the offensive line, bro. The 3 phases they need to make a quarterback. No, it doesn't. No, don't get it wrong. It's not going to hurt to have a great quarterback. It's going to even add to that. But they got everything around that quarterback to make him successful. What, Jalen Hurts been in the league, what, 4 years? And half his career he's been in the Super Bowl and only lost by a field goal the first time around to the punk-ass Chiefs? Oh, this time around, hey, bro, they was on theirs. Now it's our turn. Let's get our team right so we can get up in there. We already knew what Kansas City was. We weren't a good team this year, and we could have beat them. We should have beat them. Facts. In their home, in Kansas City. You know what I mean? And we had a little instances of the referees interfering with what the shit should have been and could have been. But now that the whole world knows I told you when I was watching them at Media Row and they interviewing Mahomes and Kelsey, they kept asking him about the refs, clowning them. Oh, next question. You know what I mean? Getting offended. Yeah, we know. We know the cheat code. We know the cheat code. The refs. That was your cheat code. You take them out of the whole equation, and it equals nothing. Facts. Let me see what else we got up in here, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. We in here deep, man. Shout out to everybody that's here for the first time. Please, if you have not done so, subscribe to the channel, hit that like, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, do all that good shit for your boy one time. We are almost at 2,200. We are 10 subs away from 2,200, which means we're getting closer and closer to 3,000. Once we get to 3,000, there will be a TV giveaway. I will be giving a TV away to one lucky drawee. Once we hold the drawing, but hopefully we can get to that mark before the next season starts. Now on the agenda, we got at the end of this month, right? What we at, the 10th? Yeah, the end of 17 days? We got the combine. Now we can start looking at potential draft picks. The combine comes. And just as fast as the end of February gets here, March, free agency. I keep hearing Sam Darnold's name being spoken. I'd rather take him than fuck around and take old boy fucking Aaron Rodgers. I hear that name because they say he most likely ain't going back to the Jets. I don't know about that one, bro. I'll take a younger Sam Darnold. What Sam Darnold does, if you sign him, it gives you the flexibility of not having to really go for a quarterback right away. Even though we want one, you could probably still draft one, maybe not in the first round if you don't get one. If you don't move up to get one, there's all kind of scenarios that come, because before the draft gets here, it's free agency. So if you get Sam Darnold first, that gives you a whole lot of leeway. It doesn't make it that imperative to have to go get a quarterback in the draft. You know what I mean? You don't have to go get one. You can, we got Sam Darnold. We got, you give him a 3-year deal or some shit like that. You got an opportunity to go ahead and search the horizon and see what's up and next. Everybody keep talking about the Manning boy. You know what I mean? There's other guys that's going to be in next year's class. If not next year, the year after. But it gives you an opportunity to focus on other aspects of your team. Like we just talked about with Philadelphia. You don't need an elite quarterback to win Super Bowls. You don't. But if you add everything around him to make that quarterback successful, then that allows you to do that if you don't have to trade up, get rid of assets to move up to get a quarterback, or just using that draft pick period to get a quarterback. You can use it on the offensive line or the defensive line or your secondary. A lot of shit came into the equation with Philadelphia winning that Super Bowl. And it wasn't just the quarterback, and they did it without a run game. But even though Hurts was that run game, I think Hurts had 75 yards rushing. I think Hurts had how much did Hurts had about 70. Let me look at the stats, man, because even and that's another thing that helps. If you got a mobile quarterback and your running game ain't working, he can become your run game. Hold on, I gotta see something real quick, y'all. Let me check and make sure. I don't want to give out no misinformation. Jalen Hurts. Let's go to the NFL. Let's go to the box score. See, that's passing, running game. He had 72 yards on 11 carries. Jalen Hurts. 72 yards on 11 carries. Barkley, they kept running him, which I'm never get away from the run game. Never become one-dimensional, or that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Even Saquon on 25 carries, 57 yards. Not the greatest at all. 2.3 yards per carry, but Jalen Hurts gave you 6.5 per carry. So every twice that Jalen Hurts ran the ball, it was a first down. So if you have the makeup for the run game elsewhere, and the quarterback was it. That's why this game is focused on the dual threat option. The dual threat option at quarterback. not the option to play, but just an option of having a dual threat quarterback. It opens your playbook dramatically, and I told y'all this. That's why I told people AOC is not going. He's going. You can make him a good pocket passer, but don't expect to do any RPOs and shit. Matter of fact, on Marshawn Lynch's podcast, they had who they had on there? They had Marcus Allen. And Marcus Allen was saying the same thing. He said it don't make sense if you got a quarterback that can't run and you running RPOs. The defense just knows he ain't running. Let's attack the running back. And even if he does run, he ain't gonna gain no ground to be a threat. Not like a Hurts or somebody like that, like a Lamar Jackson or somebody. That's a whole different, dynamic to the offense when you got a quarterback that can throw and run. Now defense is really tied. Like they gotta really watch the quarterback. And just that split second of hesitation will allow a receiver to get open, or a tight end, or even a running back out the backfield. It allows a lot of different things you can do with your offense when you do have a quarterback that can do it all. And we've seen that in the Super Bowl. We've seen that. Jalen Hurts ain't no elite quarterback. He ain't tearing the league up and being mentioned as MVP. But with his supporting cast, that's all you need. Shout out to everybody out there, man. We got Arnie Garza in the building, man. Salute. 5th rounder for AOC. Do you think AOC is worth a 5th rounder? Because here's the thing. We're starting to look at, there's only a few, and Marcus Allen said this, there's some statues in the league at quarterback, meaning quarterbacks that can't run. Who's going to want a statue? I'll wait. What teams out there say, no, we want a quarterback that can't run? Who is it? Because all the teams that I've seen with a quarterback that's mobile, all of them were in contention for the Super Bowl. Mahomes can run. Josh Allen can run. Lamar Jackson can run. Jalen Hurts can run. Who else was in the playoffs? Oh, let's see. Bo Nix can run. You see where we're going with this? This is the guys that's the last one standing. Last one standing. Detroit didn't show me shit with a quarterback that don't run. Didn't show me shit. So it's like that's just the way the league is going, and the reason why the league is going that way, because the only place that the NFL gets their talent is from college, and college is doing nothing but recruiting these type of quarterbacks. These are what college dictate to the NFL of which direction the NFL goes. Facts. If the only quarterbacks in college are mobile quarterbacks, then who am I drafting? A mobile quarterback. So it changes the dynamic of the NFL just by what the college schematic, the scene, what they're doing. And they're going out there recruiting these dual threat quarterbacks. It makes the playbook become so much more open. You have to go that route. Even if he's not an elite talent, he can just be elite on his feet and not with his arm. And that's good enough. He's still a threat. So college is dictating to the NFL what the direction of the quarterback position is going right now. And it's going to be all mobile. Just watch. Watch college next year. Watch all the teams that's in the playoffs. Mobile guys. Even the quarterback from Ohio State. He's a big dude, but they run him. He may not be the fastest, but he's big though. So that's, you know what I mean? That's a whole different dynamic. As far as mobility goes, that way, he can break a first tackle. You know what I mean? He's that big. You know what I mean? Then you got guys out there like Gabriel from Oregon. Short, but he can run. Watch what his 40 time is at the combine. He got wheels. You know what I mean? Same thing. It's just a lot. That's all the direction the NFL is going to go. Pretty soon, every team is going to have a mobile quarterback because that's the only pool of quarterbacks they're going to choose from in the draft coming out of college. Shout out to everybody out there, man. For real. Lunatic, what free agent quarterback would you sign for Chip Kelly? Well, Chip Kelly's one of them offensive coordinators that can make it work. But I don't want to just make it work. I want a dynamic offense that everything's open at our disposal as far as play calling. I want to be able to run everything. I don't want to be like, well, this quarterback can only do this, so these plays here we can't call. I don't want that. I want somebody that, oh shit, you get one of them quarterbacks that can run and throw and can decipher and break down defenses. I want to do this with the playbook. I want to open it completely. I don't want no play not able to be called because of the lack of strength at that quarterback position of being able to make that play happen. What they say, greatness is greedy. I want to be great. I want the Raiders to be great. In order to be great, you got to be greedy. You got to get whatever quarterback is out there that can do it all. That's who you want. And Chip Kelly will make that happen. But don't get it wrong. Chip Kelly can make it work with whoever because he's done it. He's done it. Sam Darnold, I'd rather, in free agency, Sam Darnold makes sense to me. You know what I mean? A nice bridge quarterback, but not a type of bridge that we got to go out there and get a quarterback now and put it behind him. No, we can, if we get a quarterback in the draft, fine. That's great. But we don't have to reach to make this just to get a quarterback. We don't have to draft a quarterback just to be getting one. We got to get the right one. Someone that Chip Kelly can look at and be like, you know what, this guy right here, I can do it all with him. I can open that playbook and do it all with him. Get me him. And it might not be, well, we know the top two. That's crazy to only have top two quarterbacks in this draft. The rest of them, everybody fall off to the second, third rounds. You know what I mean? That shows you how shallow this quarterback pool is this year. But there's somebody out there that Chip Kelly can take. And like I said, don't be. Nobody's off the table. Aaron Rodgers. What exactly are you gonna get from a 40-year-old quarterback that came off of an Achilles tear? You know what I mean? What kind of mobility does he have left? Sam Darnold, younger. We seen him what he did with Minnesota. He had Minnesota, one of the top teams in the NFL. One of the top teams. So you know what I mean? You get the right system and right guys around him, I'm pretty sure he could still carry that success over to us and make us one of the top teams. Like I said, these guys are really trying to win now. But everything has to be a calculated move. It's a chess play. It's a chess play. Free agency is going to set up your draft. So we got to pay very close attention to the Raiders free agency market and what they do. Who do we bring back that's our own guys, and who do we acquire from other teams? There's a lot of wide receivers that's going to be out there, bro. We hearing Debo can look for a trade. Don't forget, you got T. Higgins that could be out there. DK Metcalf could be on the trading block. There's a lot of shit out there that we got to pay attention to. There's going to be a few number one type wide receivers. Who do you want? Who fits what we're trying to do? You know what I mean? Because our offense, like I said, is not that far away from being completed. You get a quarterback, a couple of guards, a corner, a couple of linebackers. If you bring your secondary back, not your secondary, but if you bring, when you bring back Michael Mayer, Bowers, and you still got Jacoby Myers, you got to trade Tucker, a little bit of speed, add more speed to that. Add more speed to it, add a number one wide receiver. A veteran can come right in day one and bam. You know what I mean? It makes shit happen. Bowers, we already know what he is. Michael Mayer, we know what he is. You know what I mean? So we're not that far off. We got our left tackle, we got our center, and we got our right tackle. We need a couple of guards. But just because we got left tackle, center, right tackle, don't mean we can't go out and get any more of those and make competition, since that's what Pete Carroll wants, competition. We want the best five out there on that offensive line. So you got to create competition. Guys that are able to be starters. Not guys that you know are just backup and just competing to be competing. We want guys that can actually become a starter, that are that good. Make them compete with the other guys that can be starters as well. That's how you get the best, is by making them compete. Would you be mad if we draft quarterback at 6 pick? Not named Cameron? Yes. Because you don't have to reach at 6 for a quarterback. And why would you get, say for instance, we draft the quarterback at 6 and it's not Cam Ward and it's not Shador. So we're saying the third best quarterback. So why would you skip over the best wide receiver for the third best quarterback? See, this is what I mean about the best available at need. And I always say that. Don't just do best available. Do best available of need. But like I said, the free agency is going to dictate our draft. But if we go through free agency and we still need these positions, if we're at 6 and say, for instance, Jackson Dart, you don't take Jackson Dart at 6 if he's the third best quarterback and they got the number one corner, the number one running back, and the number one wide receiver still there at 6 to take? Why would you skip a number one guy at a position for a number 3 guy at a different position? That's where we go wrong. We always do that shit because we need it. Oh, we need a quarterback, so we'll take the third best quarterback over the first best wide receiver, running back, or corner, or even defensive lineman. That you don't do that. That's how you shoot yourself in the foot. Like when we drafted at number 6 last year and we got Bowers, it wasn't the fact that Bowers was the best tight end. He was the best guy at any position available when we picked last year. Facts. There was nobody better than him, regardless of what position they play. And that's when you know you got a generational player. When you got a guy that's number one at his position, but still ranked over the number ones of every other position, you got to go that route. You got to take the best generational type talent that, ain't nobody else at no other position is ranked better than him. That's the overall ranking. Now, position, he was the number one tight end, hands down. And he proved it. He proved it. We got to stick to that same script. Number 6 come, don't grab a quarterback because you need one and it's only the third best. If you got a guy that's say for instance, at number 6, say for instance, if somebody falls to 6 that we didn't expect, like the defensive line dude, damn, I keep forgetting their name. But if he's generational and he's better at his position than anybody else at their position, that's generational potential. You grab him. You grab him. So yeah, that's my whole philosophy of approaching the draft at number 6. No, you don't do Will Howard at number 6. That is a fucking no-no. He's not a number 6 pick. He's not y'all looking at his size and shit. The dude is not, he's not even in the class with, I mean, see, people say that because we know Chip Kelly work with dude. Rah. But I'm pretty sure Chip Kelly got his eyes on other quarterbacks that weren't at Ohio State that he can say is better than Will. There's quarterbacks better than Will. You know what I mean? It's like, bruh. So there's a lot to go into it. So we also got to look at corners. Like, we got positions we do need, but grab the best one that's available at that time. We can't go wrong with the best wide receiver. Now, a lot of people say Genty, but what if Genty is a generational? What if a Genty is the next? I ain't gonna even say that. Can't even say that. He's the next Genty, but you could put him in the same group as as far as what they bring to the table in the run game, as a Henry, as a Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? We let Josh Jacobs go and look at him. He made that train go with Green Bay. And now that we know the truth of what really happened with him and Telesco, they didn't even make him a motherfucking offer, bruh. They told him they was going to franchise him and he got to play under the franchise tag. He even told him, he said all this shit, man. Hey, shout out to Josh Jacobs, bruh. I was one of the ones to criticize you because I thought you was just being selfish and greedy, and that's why you left. But now we know the truth. Bruh, hey, my bad, man, for even putting that shit on you. You know what I mean? A man knows when he's wrong. And I was wrong for even doubting you and thinking that it was all you while you weren't here. Come to find out, Telesco fucked that up. That's why he ain't here. You know what I mean? He fucked that up with you. That's a damn shame. You had ample opportunity to make Josh Jacobs. We wouldn't even have to be worrying about a run game. We wouldn't even have to worry about it if we would have just signed him. We had all this money, extra money, and we act like we couldn't afford him. Come on, bruh. We fucked up on that one. Hey, we could better I better note that we don't get Howard at 6. I bet you $100 we don't get Howard at. You know what? Let's make it even interesting. If we get Howard at 6, I'll buy you any 2 jerseys you want. Any 2 jerseys. Custom, whatever. I'll take care of the jerseys. I got the plug on the jerseys. I would take it. Oh, speaking of jerseys, I got to check on my order for BL and J-Rock. Or J-Dog. I say J-Rock. Shout out to J-Rock, Bounty Hunters, Near Watts. 90059 LA. Shout out to you, man. But I know we ain't going Howard at 6, bruh. Come on, that don't make sense. Why would you pick the best? He ain't even gonna be the best quarterback in my eyes. He just somebody that Chip Kelly familiar with, but that's all Chip Kelly had. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Will Howard too, but not at 6. Would you take Howard over McMillan? Say, for instance, we signed Sam Darnold free agency before the draft. Why would we want to get Will Howard at 6 if we got Sam Darnold? You don't even have to rush that. I'll take the number 1 McMillan wide receiver, McMillan. I would even think about taking fucking Genty, to be honest with you. We know Chip Kelly need 2 running backs. Shit, can you imagine if we wind up with Genty and Scatterbo? That's your thunder and lightning. Scatterbo and Genty. That's the 2 backs we get to go with from here on out. Bruh, that'll be sick. Your run game is done. Your run game is completed. Because Scatterbo is going to be there later. Because there's guys that ranked above him. But for what you can use Scatterbo for, being the number 2 running back behind a Genty, you want to. And what was Philadelphia doing against Kansas City? Keeping Mahomes' punk ass on the sideline, making them motherfuckers 3 and out and punt. And then Philadelphia had these long ass drives. Boy, I'm telling you, you keep the points on the sideline, they can't score. Desiree, you don't think with 10 draft picks we don't get running? Come on, bruh. And they preaching, and the coaches is preaching competition. How many of our running backs do we got that you think are coming back? How many you think is coming back? I wait. You think they're gonna bring them all back? He said, "Ain't no way we double dip." Shit. We did it a couple of years ago. I swear we got Britton Brown and we got Zamir White in the same fucking draft. Correct me if I'm wrong. Why you do that? In case one of them don't work out. Just like, look, like New England double dipped that quarterback last year in the draft. It worked out. It worked out for them. Washington Redskins did the same thing when they went out there and got Kirk Cousins and RG3. It worked out. One of them panned out, even though one was getting injured, but he was rookie of the year. Double dip at running back? Shit, if you got 10 draft picks, you got draft picks to play with, bruh. And we got 3 6s. Pause. Pause on that satanic shit. We got 3 6-round draft picks. You mean to tell me one of them 6s can't be done for a running back? I know they going through film watching these guys we got on this team. Some of these motherfuckers ain't coming back. Let's be honest. Some of these motherfuckers on our team ain't coming back, bruh. They not gonna be back at all, period. They gonna be, hey, go ahead, bruh. Hey, good luck to wherever you go next. He said, damn Darnold quarterback. No, he'll be a bridge. But I like the fact that you can't say he wasn't productive with Minnesota, and you can't tell me that Chip Kelly wouldn't know what to do with him just until we find our franchise guy. But what if Sam Darnold is that guy? What if he takes us there? You can't say, okay, we're done with him, let's move on. Wait a minute, brother took us there. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit you're gonna have, because if they trying to win now, bro, they're gonna need somebody that can win now. It ain't gonna be no rookie quarterback. We got Miles. What you say? Now, Myles Garrett, if we some way somehow can pull that off and pair him with Max Crosby, all we got to do is just go get a beast at defensive tackle and put him next to Wilkins. And we can get that in the draft. Go get you a dominating defensive tackle. We seen what a front four can do. When only the front four need to apply pressure, and you can drop back your linebackers in the coverage and passing lanes, and Mahomes ain't got nowhere to throw, game over. Like Kendrick said at the end of his set, game over. Game over. Man, if our front four can get enough pressure, man, I'm quarterback. Hey, linebackers, stay back here. Hit all the passing lanes. Cover all the passing lanes. For real. You got 4 receivers out there, and I got 3 linebackers, 2 corners, and 2 safeties to fill those gaps in them passing lanes. It's gonna be a hard day in hell for you to get any kind of ice or to cool down. You ain't no fans in hell. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about the freaky ass nigga. I'm talking about the fans that go around and blow cool air in your face. Raider Knight, salute to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Let's use Matt Stafford while Matt Dart trains. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. But here's the thing, though. This is one thing that we got to figure out and think about, Raider Knight. What is it going to cost to trade for what you call it? See, Sam Darnold's a free agent. We don't have to give up no draft picks for Sam Darnold. We just got to be the ones he want to come to and have the right contract. You know what I mean? So we got to think about it that way. And that's another thing with Garrett. But I guarantee you this. Garrett is one of them players that even with the draft capital it may take to get him, is he a game changer? That's the only question we need to ask. Is he singly a game changer for us? He would be. Because what that will do with our front four, who's going to be the one getting double teamed? Garrett or Max Crosby? Tell me that. So whoever gets double teamed, that means the other guy is going to be man-to-man. Do we have the right defensive ends that can beat any man-to-man matchup on that line? Can Garrett beat a man-to-man matchup? Yes. Can Max Crosby? Yes. So if one of them pulling the double team, who's the man that's going to be man-to-man? He's going to beat him. And not to forget, we do have Christian Wilkins coming back again at defensive tackle. That's another dude that you will not be able to double team. So choose your poison. You want me to stab you to death or shoot you to death? Because we got both weapons. We'll have Max Crosby and Garrett. So Garrett Wood, I think, would be worth, but it depends on what the asking price is. If these guys go overboard, we want 3 first-round picks and your firstborn. You can eat a dick and we'll draft one. You feel me? Not draft a dick, but draft the defensive end. For those that didn't understand that one, you feel me? But Myles Garrett changes the game. He changes the game. Him and Max, though, can you just imagine you get Myles Garrett, right? It might cost you a couple of firsts. But is that we seen how did Philadelphia win the Super Bowl? How did they win it? What with the run game was through the quarterback. But we already know on our offense the weapons we got. You know what I mean? But how did they? It was that defense, bro. That defense had Kansas City shut the fuck out. Shut they ass out, bro. We talking about Kansas City. 3-time champ, going for a 3-peat. Shut they ass out. Them little funky ass points they scored later, it was too late. Game was over then. Game was over. They got their asses handed to them just by the front four alone for Philadelphia. Just by them alone. Sack after sack. Just by the front four. Didn't have to blitz nothing. Didn't need to help the defensive line with a blitz and a safety or blitz in a corner or a linebacker. Didn't have to do none of that shit. Just the front four alone won that game. Shut them the fuck out. So just imagine you got a front four that dominating. How will that help us? A whole lot. Like they say, defense do win championships. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. They do win championships. J-Dog in the building, salute to you. And see, that's exactly, J-Dog, what I'm saying. Wide receiver, quarterback, running back, defensive tackle, defensive end. Any of them. So if you're at 6 and you got the best defensive end at the defensive end position and you got the third ranked quarterback, what makes sense, bro? Why would I draft a third ranked quarterback over the number 1 rated defensive end, tackle, or wide receiver? That's where we go wrong all the time. You think Leatherwood was the number 1 offensive lineman? No, but we needed one, so we reached. You know, that kind of shit. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. We needed a offensive lineman, so we reached for Leatherwood, bruh. There's a lot of mistakes we made, bro, by reaching and not grabbing the number 1. Like, for instance, wasn't Jalen Carter the number 1 defensive tackle compared to was Tyree Wilson the number one DN? Now a lot of people was getting I thought, I was hoping that Tyree was gonna work out. He had the measurables. I was wondering, could the coaches get the best out of him, because he had everything that a great defensive end has. Long arms, big, you know what I mean? But I think we might have whiffed on that one, because Carter's a Super Bowl champion. Let's think of it that way. He's a Super Bowl champ now. Jalen Carter was the number one defensive tackle at that time, and we took Tyree Wilson, who was not the number one DN. That's where we go wrong. We skipped the number one at a different position for the potential of a guy that's not even the first, second, or third guy at that position. We always going on hope rather than going by what we know. We knew Jalen Carter was what he was, but we seen the potential in Tyree Wilson of what he could become, and that's where we go wrong. That's where we go wrong. I think it's the same way with the quarterbacks this year. We see Cam Ward as the potential of what he can become, but Shedeur Sanders, we know what he is right now. That's why it makes sense for us to get Shedeur Sanders. Hopefully we ain't got to move up and he drops to 6. Possibility it could happen. You know what I mean? But it makes sense for Shedeur, because Shedeur is the most right now ready quarterback compared to Cam Ward. Cam Ward has potential, but he still has to be coached, bruh. He's by far, he's not crisp. You know what I mean? He's not where he can be. And will he get there? I don't know. We see the measurables on him. That's what we're going by. But we went by that with other people and it didn't pan out. So, I mean, you got to play this game smart for the longevity of the roster. Let's see. We traded away Mac and drafted Pharrell. See, that's another one. Hey, good call on that one, Lawrence. That's another one. You trade away. And here's the thing. I wasn't mad at the trade because of what we got back, but I don't think we needed to get rid of him to replace him with somebody who was not even as good as him. Mac was dominating, you know, and that's exactly what Spy Tech said. You don't get rid of a generational type of talent at defensive end. If Spy Tech was here, Mac wouldn't have went nowhere. Period. He would have not went anywhere if Spy Tech was our GM. Just by the theory of what he says. You don't move on from guys like that. That's why Max Crosby, they're going to do everything they can to keep him. They're going to take care of him financially. That's not a problem. And they got a plan to show him this is why we mean business. So there's a plan. I can't wait to see what it is, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? There's a lot to go into this. And I think we got the right guys at the right positions to make sure that this ship gets up and go where we're trying to get to. No, I was with Tyree, and it was with Jalen Carter was the fact that the situation he had with that race and shit. Come on, man, look at our team right now. Who's been in trouble so far from the Raiders out here in Vegas, dealing with behind the car? Who was just the recent one? Was it Snowden that got caught going over the edge being drunk? What happened to and we all know this because of what happened with Ruggs. But these ain't the only guys. Josh Jacobs one time got in trouble behind the wheel out here in Vegas, being under the influence. We've seen Marshawn Lynch in a car with a wheel missing under the influence, allegedly. So, bro, why would we bring a guy in here, in a 21-year-old guy at that, with all this money that's drag racing already behind the wheel, and you get to Vegas? Sometimes there's just things that we can't risk, bro. How many times have Tyree been in trouble? I'll wait. How many times have Tyree Wilson had a DUI or got caught drag racing and shit down the strip of Las Vegas? What about the SA situations? How many women came out and said Tyree touched on them? None. This is what I said. Sometimes the gamble is too big. Jalen Carter was a hell of a talent, but we could not gamble on it. Not our franchise, the shit that we've been getting in trouble with. Everything we got in trouble with is the shit that Jalen Carter was in trouble for. drag racing and shit. I don't know if alcohol was involved. Somebody died in the. We can't bring that shit here, bruh. Some friend, we especially at that time, we had what? Who was running our wasn't Telesco, was fucking Josh McDaniels and them, bruh. Come on. We couldn't take a hit like that. We could not afford to take a hit like that. And matter of fact, Pete Carroll and Spike Tech said it. They're going to take high character guys. So even if these guys was running, Carter wouldn't have been picked either. But there was other guys that was out there. You know what I mean? As far as in the draft. But Tyree does have the measurables that if you can coach him up, and maybe it's the coach's fault. But we see some promise out of Tyree. We don't even know what exactly he gonna become, but we know every year he's gotten better since that foot injury. Year one was, the doctor even said year one he's not gonna be 100%. But everybody love year one, he can't even, he was not 100%. Year two was his rookie year, which was his past year. That's his rookie year. That's his building block year. Now that's the footage and shit that you see from him. And now year three, now we'll see, because he had a one in the hole. You had 1 year in the hole, because I even did a breakdown. I'm surprised y'all didn't even remember the breakdown I did of the doctor who performed the surgery saying Tyree was not 100%. It's going to take a year for him to even be close to 100%. All right, y'all, I'm about to get my ass up off here, man. Got to get ready for work. Got to go get the paper, man. The paper chase never stops, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. Once again, if you have not done so, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, man. Hit that notification bell, too, so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. I will be back, same Raider time, same Raider channel, right here on Raiders Allegiance, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. It is the Lunatik Raider Show, man, with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, y'all be safe out there. Make it back home to your loved ones, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow, tomorrow. You feel me? So with that being said, man, like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch. Ha ha!
Tell me my money, nigga. What was that baby Brady garbage you was talking, boy? Hey, have my lighter ready, cause we smoking that Pat McCormick all night. Cue up they theme song. Kansas City Chiefs are some